So we're going to create a new file called number fun. And Control N, Control S. I'm going to use my random number module to retrieve two numbers between 1 and 100. Then I'm going to print out those two numbers. So we know we need import random. And they're between 1 and 100. So I'm going to call this one number 1. I'll do a little copying and pasting here. This one is going to be number 2. Whoop. And then we're going to print each one out. Okay, and then we need to do some arithmetic. And so the arithmetic, let's see, we want to do division. Okay, I'm going to pause this. Well, I can do the division one first, but then I'm going to pause while I do the rest. So let's see, we'll do a print. And I want number 1, comma. I'm going to put the little division operator in there so it'll print number 2, comma, and then equals. And then I'm going to put the equation in this location. So number 1 / number 2. And probably a good idea to run this. All right, so I've got 64 and 11, and that is my result. So that worked. So then I can simply copy and paste this and change the operators. So I'm going to pause while I do that. All right, so now I've got all the operators in there. Let me save and let's run. Whoop. Control S, and let me run this. Now, each time you run, you're going to get different random numbers. So let's see, that does look like it worked. And so what I'm going to do next, and this is going to be below this, is I'm going to change number 2. So I'm going to do a constant here for number 2, setting it to 25. And then I'm going to set number 2, the variable, equal to my constant. Okay, and I'm going to copy and paste all of this for this second series of numbers. So number 1 is still going to be the same, but number 2 is changing, and that is going to change all of the results. So this time I had 55 and 12. And then the second time I ran, 55 stayed, but the 12 changed to 25. So let me save this. And I'm going to go ahead. Oops, that should go in lesson 1. Didn't that go? I'm going to move it into lesson 1. All right, that is where it should go. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up Hello. And there is something called the Zen of Python. It's basically a best practice philosophy. So below my little hello messages, I'm going to put in import this, and this is the Zen of Python. And then we can print it out. So we'll do print this, and I'm going to save, and let's run that. And so just in case if you're curious, here is the Zen of Python, and I'll let you guys read through that. But this is basically what you are going to have to turn in, and we're going to turn it in by uploading to GitHub. And I really don't care if you do this test file or not. So, if you want to get rid of it, that's fine. If you want to leave it, that's fine. But it's perfectly okay for you to delete that little test file. Okay, because what I'm concerned with are your lesson 1 exercises.